Hi, Jeff Miller here with Traxstech Corporation. We're going to go over the installation job on a Ranger 620 Fisherman series. This client here just happened to have a handrail on here like most Rangers come, was fishing some plastic rod holders on the boat, wanted to be able to upgrade and have a really nice secure way of fishing downriggers and dipsy divers and vertical trees for our salmon, walleye, steelhead, pretty much muskies, anything that he wants to do in this, this just incredible fishing machine of a boat here. So we actually take the rails right off the boat, wash the walls down. We're going to install 72-inch long black tracks on here. He's got the black color on the boat, so we're going to kind of match that up, and then we're going to go with some silver product in there. But this is just a quick introductory showing we did our track placement because we want to run our vertical trees all the way to the front here. In the tracks now, the 60 and 72-inch versions of our tracks, we do have a cutout right in the center, allowing easy access to slide all of our gear in and out of the track and make it easy to move and adjust things up and in and out of the track while standing right here in the middle of the boat. But a couple of the key factors is we're going to show you the install along on this, and what we do is I use a center drill tool. This is a tool with just a sharp bit on the tip but a smooth body, so while I'm holding it into my drill I can actually get it centered right up on the center of the holes and dot the center of my holes perfectly, and then I drill them out with the pilot drill of a 3/16, and then I use a chamfer bit. We're going to chamfer the top of that hole and get that nice and large on the outside and taper it with this 82-degree countersink tool. This is going to allow us to install number 14 self-tapping stainless steel screws in here, and most importantly we use this 3M brand 5200 adhesive sealant. So we actually put this inside the holes, I smear it across the top, and I put it onto the threads, which we'll go through this complete installation video here with you. Just wanted to show you the tools that we're using, and as you watch this video you're going to get to see the installation of how this track is properly secured down to this boat. Okay, here we are on the first kind of segment of getting this track installed on this Ranger 620. We've located the track where we want it. I always try and keep it a little bit toward the inside edge, just that where the radius starts in here. So we've got a radius coming up. That way we've got a little extra clearance for any of the equipment that we're going to set in here, especially a downrigger, so we try not to keep it hanging over. So we've got the track set up on here. We've got the center drill tool in the drill that I was just telling you about on here. And what's the beauty of this thing, like I said, is it allows me to get right in the center of the hole of that hole that's in our tracks that we're supplying to you, and allows me to get right down in there and guide that with my fingers in there. So I can guide it and guarantee that I'm right on the center of those tracks. We just got them started here and just kind of going through to show you. Best to have somebody, once you get it inside there, kind of pinch it in place for you, go through, center drill everything up. Now we're going to take the track off and we're going to go through the drilling process, and we'll show you that. Stay tuned. Yep. Okay, here we are. We've got all the holes on this track now center drilled out. We're going to take our 3/16 diameter drill bit and we set them up, and we went right on through the glass real nice and drilled those holes all the way through, all the way down our entire series. And in a Traxstech track you get 16 mounting holes in this, so there's 8 sets of holes all the way down a 6-foot track. Gives us incredible amount of strength all the way down this gunwale wall. So we drilled our holes all the way through on this first set of holes, and now we're going to take this chamfer bit that I told you, 82-degree countersink it's called, and we're going to actually go through and we'll show you. We're actually going to countersink the tops of these holes right out. And this is a 1/2-inch diameter bit, and we're going to be really close to the top side of that. We're trying to get the top of that hole chamfered out real nice. So what that's doing is that's getting the gel coat away from the hole, so we can get right down in there and put our 5200 in. And when we go to install our self-tapping screw and we put pressure on here from this thing being utilized, we're not going to get any spider cracking around those holes. So we're going to go through, chamfer up all these holes, and we'll come back and show you the adhesive portion. Okay, here we are getting close to the final operation of setting this track up on the wall. We've got all the holes drilled, chamfered. We've got them all filled in with the 3M 5200 adhesive sealant in here. And as you can see, I always talk about, I like to smear it across from filling in one hole, just smear it across and fill in the other hole. That's a real small bead across them so that we don't get anything oozing out the sides of our track when we mount it up on there. So we're gonna real carefully set this on top of this gunnel wall now, line up all of our holes, and then we take the screws, these self-tappers, real deep threads in them, and we just fill up the first 2 or 3 little threads down there just to put a little in the threads. So when we set the track on top, drop our screws down through there, it just makes sure it seals all the way up through there. So one thing about the 5200 I want to tell you is that this stuff is super tacky and gooey and sticky. So we really make sure that we've got some cardboard, some paper towel handy here. Do not get it on your carpet because it's not coming out. So just be super careful when you go to use this stuff. So we're going to put the track on, get the screws all screwed down, and we'll show you the final product here in just a few minutes. Okay, here we are, the final installation process. We've got all the screws all mounted down, all 16 screws all the way down. This is a 72-inch track, black track on this Ranger 620 right here. So here we've got it installed. Lots of support, as you can see now that we've got all the screws properly put into the 3M 5200 adhesive sealant, countersunk drilled properly. So now we've got all this versatility, 6 feet going down both sides of this boat, and we did an installation of an 18-inch on each side just in front of the windshields up there. So now instead of just being able to use that rail that was on here with a couple of clamp-on rod holders, we're going to be able to go to running electric downriggers on here, planer boards, dipsy diver holders, flat lines, musky rods, just about anything that you want to do off this boat. So it's really going to turn this into the incredible fishing machine that it should be. So for more information, or to go check out all of our multi mounts that we have available, we can have 5 different mounting applications here at Traxstech. So we should be able to figure out any way to mount something on a boat that you have, no matter what particular brand it is. So go check it all out at traxstech.com. We're here to help you out. Thank you very much and have a great day.